morning, Lionhearts. It's your old pal Jordan the Lion, and guess what? Today is Sunday, and today I have kids club at church. So we're starting our day at the church, which is fun. Not the traditional church that I am used to. I mean, I am used to it because this is the place that I always come to. But since I went to Sweden and since I've been back, I've had a whole new appreciation for the architecture of churches. And then to come back and go to my church, which I love, and it's not in one of those style buildings, it feels a little bit different to go in. Anyway, I don't know what we're gonna do for the vlog today. I haven't really thought it out. Today's Sunday, it's a hot day. I might wanna hang out with some of my friends. I don't know what's gonna happen, but I figured, you know what? I don't wanna plan anything. I wanna let the day just take us where it takes us. So I think I also am going to do a surprise live stream today for you guys, and I know a lot of people don't like the fact that I don't announce it, but sometimes I think it's more fun to just have it pop up in the feed, and I never know what I'm gonna do anyway, so this is really the best way. I think what I want to do is I want to talk today in that feed about the trip that I'm gonna go on for all of us to see. Yes, all of us. I'm vlogging the whole thing, and I have some plans for when I'm there that are kind of out of the ordinary for me. So we'll talk about it later. Daze with Jordan the Lion begins with her now. I don't know what's going on with Los Angeles, but we're finally starting to see some clouds again. About the last 2 weeks, it's been nothing but smog and fog and haze and bleh. Now we're getting back to looking at a little bit of this. Vicious dogs. How vicious are they? Oh yeah, by the way, I walked out of the house without the green or black sunglasses, so we're on the road pair today, or at least for now.
So that's one packet. She just didn't stick. In other words, when we celebrate communion, this could be a reminder.
Everybody, how you doing? Well, let's stand and sing together.
All right, church is over, and what a great service. So now let's go do some vlogging. There's something somewhat in this neighborhood that I wanted to show you guys and tell you guys a little bit about. It's not so much the historical part of it, just how it ties into my life. Not exactly the nicest welcome sign I've ever seen, but I guess it'll do. Well, gang, here we are. The building known as CIA, California Institute of Abnormal Arts. And what this building is it's basically like an underground performance art space. It's for like freak shows, burlesque performers, underground bands, magicians, pretty much anything out of the ordinary. It's been open for years. I mean, we're talking actually a few decades. And what's kind of interesting about this is the reason that I'm not coming when it's open is because they won't let you film in there. I'll walk over and show you a little bit over the fence, but they have a pretty interesting myriad of decorative pieces inside, including like kind of like crypto taxidermy, the severed head of Bigfoot, you know, like skeleton hands, like things that kind of don't exist but do exist. But one of the things that they're most known for is they actually have a kind of a mummified body. A famous circus performer died. He was actually an American performer, died in 1912, and put a stipulation in his will, I guess, that he wanted his body made up like a clown in full regalia, and he wanted to be on display in some fashion forever. And what they say is that they, in like 2002, rented him for 6 months, and then the owners just either abandoned him or just forgot about him, and he's been here ever since. Now, like I said, they won't let you in to film anything. In fact, they have signs, or at least when I had been here before, they had signs all over the inside that said no photos, no nothing. But I'm gonna tell you, or I'm gonna show you how this kind of played a part in my life one night, because I've only been here one time, and what a memorable night it was. So when I grew up in Ohio, I actually had a friend in my neighborhood named Wayne. And Wayne was kind of, no offense to him, known as the weirdest guy in school. My mom right now is watching this video saying I know exactly who he's talking about. I can't describe how he was different. He was just different for our area. He had like a fort in his backyard that he named, and it treated it like a real club. He was really into like the Magic games, the Magic the Gathering and things like that, role-playing games, and sometimes would talk as though it was real. And so I knew him pretty much in elementary school, but then I lost contact with him pretty much as soon as we got into junior high. And then all of a sudden one day somebody sends me a message through Facebook and said, "Did you know that Wayne's out there in your neck of the woods?" I was like, "What?" So I look on that guy's Facebook page, find my friend Wayne. He had actually changed his name. He goes by William Draven now, and he's a professional magician. He actually was trained by the daughter of the original Ronald McDonald, who I guess in his own right was a pretty well-known magician. A lot of people don't know, and his daughter was a really famous magician as well. So she had taught my friend. It's actually gotten so hot outside that my phone overheated and shut down. So anyway, my friend had started training with this lady and became a professional magician. He performs at the Magic Castle, and we became Facebook friends, started talking. He invited me out to see him perform here. So I came out here, we were catching up, I was walking around just taking in this place. It's full of things that I love, and if you look it up, CIA online, you'll be able to find out what all's here. It's pretty cool. So anyway, he goes up, he performs, and one of his things is that he lets people staple gun dollar bills to his body. He said it's all mind over matter. He's like, it's a way of getting tipped, and he's like, people love the novelty of it, and it doesn't hurt me. I've gotten into like this, my whole act is based around mind over matter. So I watch him perform, and then right afterward, ironically, a guy goes up to perform an acoustic set, and this guy starts singing a song about zodiac signs, and immediately I go, now there's only one person in my life that I've ever heard of that does music about the zodiac, and it was a good friend, I mean a very close friend of Shelly's, my friend Shelly. For those of you who haven't followed me that long, it's Shelly Winters. She used to be a pretty well-known actress. He was performing here, and I hadn't seen him since she had died, probably, gosh, I don't know, 5 years before. He was performing here, and afterward I went up, I said, "Are you Harvey Sid Fisher?" And he goes, "Yeah, why?" And I said, "I was a friend of Shelly's. I met you when Shelly was alive, and we started talking," and he was actually one of the good guys. Like, he was one of the few people that would come visit Shelly that didn't want anything from her, wouldn't take anything from her, wouldn't let her buy her a meal, anything. The one thing that he ever, or that she did, that he ever let her do was, she loved his music so much, she would even tell me all the time, she goes, "Oh, I love Harvey's music. He's so funny. He writes funny, goofy songs that cheer me up." So she wanted to buy him a guitar, and she bought him an acoustic guitar. They've been friends for eons. I mean, we're talking like probably 20 or 30 years. I had been hearing stories, different stories that she had told me about them. So he and I met, hung out here that night, and what an odd night it was. It's actually so hot out here that my phone keeps shutting down, so sorry about that. I used to work down the street from here. Wait, is that a poison apple? I used to work down the street from here, and I used to walk by all the time wondering what this place is, and then that was finally the night that I came in. Now before we head out of here, I want to show you as much as I can from when I was here. Even though this looks like the entrance, the actual entrance, and there's the sign and everything. When I was here, the actual entrance was right here. They open up these two doors, this gate, and then you walk in through there. So this is pretty much all we're going to be able to see. See him kind of walking around it. You can tell how much they want to kind of keep it secret. They've got paneling all the way around it so you can't see anything. That's it. That's my story of the CIA, the night that I was at the CIA. Well, it looks like they are open on a regular basis at least once a week, so if you ever want to check it out, come on out and check out the CIA here in North Hollywood. Now let's get out of here. It's just too hot for me to be able to use a phone very much longer. Real world problems. I was gonna try and do a live stream, but I don't think this phone can handle it outside. I'm gonna have to go home and do it inside. And of course I know nobody will be happy if they don't get to see these little legs walking around in the video. Gotta see the Joster, even if it's 102 degrees out right now.
Okay.
Well guys, I saw that Carolyn was back in town on her Instagram also. So I texted her and she's like, hey, come hang out today. So I think that I'm gonna take Jaw out and we're gonna go visit her and maybe go swimming. So next stop, Carolyn's house. Well, we're sitting in that Sunday traffic, but it'll be worth it. She's one of the most fun people I know. Jaw, come on.
Yeah, by the time you're in next quarter.
Well, Carolyn turned out to be having like a ton of people over for a Labor Day party. So there's like 10 people here. But yeah. Did you make a new friend? Did you make a new friend? Look at you. So it turns out Carolyn was having like a big pool party. Christina's here, Michael's not, but pretty much everybody that we hung out with in Sweden is here.
It's bottle cap.
Who wants club soda in theirs? Yeah.
I go there and there's like 16 girls with like one little kitchen and like even girls like sleep in the actual kitchen.
On the right side.
And then
You having fun there, fella? Hanging out with all the people at the party? Yeah, you are.
6 lessons. 6 lessons. And the dance was.
To the dog and not to
Get off the table!
We're playing, you don't have to finish your game, it's not.
He's found new friends. Get off! Well, good evening, my friends. We're back from hanging out at the pool party. Jaw had a blast. Everybody loved him. In fact, half the people there asked if they could babysit him if I ever go out of town again, which, big surprise. But it was cool. I actually met a couple of Swedish girls there that I hadn't met before, and I got to see Carolyn, I got to see Christina, and then Jacqueline was there. I don't think I ever introduced you guys to Jacqueline, but Jacqueline was like, well, over in Sweden she was Carolyn's assistant, but she's living here now, and the night of the wedding, like, I needed a dance partner, and so she became my dance partner, and she's awesome. She's like a great person, a hard worker, and it was cool to get to hang out with her tonight. I hadn't seen her since, and I was telling her, I said, it's so funny when you like meet somebody in a foreign country and you go like, oh, I hope I get to see you again, and then now it's like 3 weeks later and we're seeing each other again, so it's kind of weird. But I actually, her and I have plans on Tuesday, so the vlog on Tuesday is going to include Jacqueline. But I'm going to call it a night because I want to get the vlog uploaded for midnight, and then I want to do a live stream with you guys. I was planning on doing it today, and literally where I was going to do it from was outside, and it was so hot that my phone was shutting down, so when I was filming the vlog, so I just didn't even attempt it, and then I was going to do it when I got back, and then Carolyn invited me out, and then I was going to actually do it over there, and then their Wi-Fi kept getting really like weird because her son and some of his friends were also there inside doing a fantasy football draft, and they were having problems with the internet, so I didn't want to do it there. So I'm going to call it a night here with you guys until tomorrow, and some of you will see me in a matter of minutes on YouTube Live, and some of you maybe will watch that. I'm going to go over quite a few things in that. I'm going to mention how I want to give away the sunglasses, and I'm going to mention where I'm going on my trip and why I'm going, what I'm going to do there, how I'm going to stay there, all that stuff. So have a great night, guys. I will see y'all tomorrow. Goodbye.